Good morning, guys. How are you doing? We got another game here in the color red, playing as the Abbasid Dynasty. It's kiljardi. And in the color yellow, playing as the Order of the Dragon. It's Beastie. Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires 4 casted game. Hope you're having a great time. Weekend is coming. I'm not sure when this video is coming, but tomorrow, or for me in a few hours, Age of Empires official live stream will be live, and it will come with a bunch of surprises for the whole franchise. Not only Age of Empires 4. Actually, I don't know if Age of Empires 4 will have an update or something, but I'm really excited to see what the franchise has to offer. They say something about Age of Mythology. They say something about Age of Empires 4. Not Age of Empires 4. It's Age of Empires Mobile. By the way, if you are enjoying these videos, don't forget to give a like, subscribe to watch more Age of Empires 4 content. Let's talk about the Age of Empires Mobile. What do you think about it? What do you think about the Age of Empires, the mobile game scene in general? Like, I know as someone who was born in 1993, like, having mobile games is just not gonna be the same. For me, I feel I'm just gonna use the computer. Like, I don't think a mobile phone can really change the experience that I can have this in the big screen with several keybinds, you know, and using the mouse control and all those stuff. So it's just gonna be really, for me, it's not really my thing. But I can tell you something, that I tried the League of Legends Wild Rift, which is very popular in China. It's I tried the mobile. It's a mobile version of League of Legends, and I had a lot of fun. Actually, I really had a lot of fun. And you know, they simplify a lot. If you ask me, what do you prefer, the PC or the mobile version? I prefer the PC version, of course, of whatever it is the game that they're making a mobile version for. But you know what? Who plays more games nowadays? We have around more, that was data from more than 2 years ago. You have more than 2 billion people playing on mobile phones compared to more than 1 billion people playing on PC, which means mobile esports is gonna be a thing, if it's not a thing already, in the future, where more and more games are just going for mobile, just because the technology is getting better and better. Also, we're getting better at making games, better engines, better solutions, and well, the point of all this talk is that I'm really curious about what we will see with Age of Empires Mobile. Because when you think about mobile games, maybe you think about some previous games that were made many years ago and it was an awful experience for you. But I think things have changed now. And you know, maybe you're in a family meeting you don't want to be, and you know, you can grab the mobile phone and play some quick matches in Age of Empires. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be the same game. I'm just thrilled to see that. Anyway, let's get back into the game. Kiljardi, opening up with a military wing. Most likely military wing is just to secure the second town center. As the Abbasid Dynasty, you want to gather that stone, get a second town center at least. You can go for 3 if you go for economic wing, but if you're against like a aggressive civilization, which Order of the Dragon could be potentially a very aggressive civilization, it just takes some time or momentum to catch up. Then you might want to secure your second town center with some military units. So what you can do with this? Why do you think, hey, it's not a big deal, it's just 2 spearmen and 2 archers? Well, at this point, take a look at the army value here. It's 5-1, meaning Beastie won't have any chance on winning any fight against kiljardi. That means he won't be able to push into the second town center, potentially a third town center. Now, you want to go for multiple town centers as the Abbasid Dynasty just because your economy is so good, you want to take advantage of it. Whereas other civilizations don't get extra bonuses for buildings or something like that, the Abbasid Dynasty actually gets a lot of bonuses. Take a look. Let's talk about something, one of the bonuses. less cost of food for producing villagers. Take a look at that. 32 food for producing villagers. And you know, you can read the bonus later, but there you go. Gathering rate, research speed, more gathering rate, research and production speed. So it just makes sense for you to go multiple town centers because you're gonna get more benefits. No other civilization have this bonus. Oh, look at that, we got the chat here. You know what? Somebody call for Superman or something? There you go. 1 unit. I'm just talking about there's no way Beastie can counter this. And there you go. 1 early gilded man-at-arms, 230 health, 4 armor, 14 attack. Come at me, bro. Come at me. Run if you can. But kiljardi already finished the town center, so you know, there's no way Beastie can really do something. Maybe he will try to get a villager here, but kiljardi will just move the villager away. And now with the town center finish, looks like this early gilded man-at-arms is not a good thing for him. You don't want to lose it, even though you can just send it, you know, to cast some harassment here, some idle time. You know, that's 11 villagers not working for him. Take a look at that. Another gilded man-at-arms. It's already coming or from another direction. Just gonna go the long way. Take a look at his rally point. Just go directly here. It looks like he's microing his units. On the side, look at that. Golden cuirass for the gilded man-at-arms. Looks like he's really into... Okay, let's go into man-at-arms. And I think the reason why he's doing this is because he saw this work before. He saw an early man-at-arms rush to him when he was playing the Byzantines. Some time ago in the streaming, 1 villager go down. And the guy just kept sending man-at-arms. He just didn't expect it. It's like, just keep sending man-at-arms, keep sending man-at-arms. And at the beginning he thought, oh, he just wanted to harass, you know. The waves are not gonna be infinite. There's some moments where you just, you know, gonna stop, right? Because you also want to spend resources to go castle, which is what Order of the Dragon does typically, or the Holy Roman Empire. Just go castle to get those relics, get that extra bonus for them. So it doesn't make sense to just send the man-at-arms here. Look at that. The man-at-arms rush is here. And the reason I was telling you this story is because Beastie lost to that match. He didn't expect this. It's like, who will send man-at-arms all the way here to, you know, to your opponent's base with non-stop? And it actually worked. It actually worked. Looks like they're just taking the long, right? Camel archers actually doing decent damage, 12 damage, meaning they will do 8 damage each. Already +1 range armor for this, so that's as good as it's gonna get for this man-at-arm. Meanwhile, attacking both times at the same time. It's just gonna be the early man-at-arm rush here. It's back, guys. Now, kiljardi is still ahead on villagers, but take a look at the idle time. Let's take a look at income per minute to see if this strategy actually working or not. Looks like kiljardi still has plenty of economy going on for him. Take a look at Beastie. 2 barracks. This is a guy who's committed to the feudal age. Just keep sending, you know. Now, dealing with 1 at arms is one thing. Dealing with 2, 3, 4, things start getting interesting for him. Now the good thing is, kiljardi has these camel archers which are surprisingly good to dealing with those man-at-arms. Look at that, with the people. It's against, you know, elite forces. They will just rise and, you know, kill everyone. And you see kiljardi, like, he wants to, you know, he wants to boom, he wants to shot, he wants to defend, but he doesn't really want to, you know, protect a big mass that is coming here. And looks like Beast is starting to group stuff, starting to add some archers, which is exactly what you need to do when you want to deal with those camel archers. Let's take a look at their range armor 0. Like Beastie will find another entry point, gets another villager kill. That's 7 already. Doing a really good job on taking down those villagers. Meanwhile, was getting the boar all this time here, but looks like this outpost is just gonna be able to protect him even without emplacements. Another man-at-arms just rush into the town center, just right into it, you know. At this point, he just wants to. I don't know what kind of damage you want. Like, you're already killing villagers, but your opponent it's on 2 town centers, so it's not gonna be as effective as if it wasn't only one town center, you know. Which is a different case from the last game he had, where he lost against this strategy. I think he was only in 1 town center. Well, more man-at-arms coming. It's gonna do the whole way here. Another wall coming here. It's gonna be a long one. Looks like kiljardi will spend more resources on military, because for him it's really good. He's on 2 town centers. His opponent doesn't. So the longer the game goes, the better it is for him. Eventually he will have enough economy to actually, you know, kill his opponent. The problem is the idle time. Looks like this gilded man-at-arms will torch the outpost, and a counter-attack coming from kiljardi. The archers doing a really great job here. But kiljardi already took down 3 villagers. Now the wall wasn't completed, unfortunately for him. Just keep sending man-at-arms. Already 33 military units for Beastie. Man-at-arms numbers is starting to increase by a lot. Will he stop the production of man-at-arms? Focus more on archers. Let's take a look at how much food. 60 food. So there is a place where he can just focus on archers and, you know, eventually, you know, just ASAP upgrade those man-at-arms. But it looks like it's not gonna happen. He already lost so many man-at-arms here, and the camel archer number is just too big. It's just too big for him. It's like 1 man-at-arms. Let's take a look how many archers. Camel archers. 13 camel archers, meaning 8 damage each. Sorry, 9 damage each. They do 13. For 9 damage each, they do almost like 117 damage. So 2 shots, pretty much 2 shots to kill a man-at-arms, which is not bad for him. Like villager gets spotted here. Oh no, it was the scout. It was the scout. Now the archers diving into the TC. He just doesn't care. He really just doesn't care. And you know, this town center actually doing a lot of damage. Gotta be careful here. Actually, you know what? Let's just take the shortcut and then just keep walking. Eventually, we will find our opponent where he's gathering his resources from. Now, this wall also haven't finished for kiljardi, but looks like he's gonna go for a counter-attack, and these are not enough units. Man-at-arms dying very quickly. Meanwhile, double raid happening. Camel archers inside of Beastie's base. Meanwhile, another raid happening here. Mostly idle time. Mostly idle time. We haven't seen an increase on villager death. These camel archers actually doing a really good job. such a good unit. Like, just with this you can actually protect yourself from anything that the Order of the Dragon creates. Archers getting a nice raid here, where he killed 4 villagers. Meanwhile, the man-at-arms will torch this outpost. Emplacement is coming soon. While the archers are still on the hunt. Kiljardi already 15 minutes into the game. Still not so far away, not so far ahead with villagers. Camel Archer went down. More villagers coming down. And now the archers here. Just gonna protect with the archers. The archers, the best unit to deal with this. Our opponent makes Camel Archers. Just, you know, just make archers. That's it. Just make archers. Because Horseman will get debuffed, and actually, you know, they can chase them, but archers can attack from distance, and another raid happening on Beastie's base with the Camel Archers. And no military units here to defend that area. It will be very good for Beastie to put a wall here, just so that he can focus on being the attacker and not defending. There's nothing worse than attack your opponent and everything's going fine and then they go for a counter-attack. They just, you know, raid in your base, and suddenly all your reinforcements need to go to your base, or you need to split your army. So it's just such a bad position to be in. Even a wall like this, one wall here, another wall here. I mean, looks like a long one, but actually most of it's natural resources that are protecting you. Well, more archers coming here. Looks like he's gonna be lucky here. Take a look at his vision. He spots that out. Beastie. Oh my god. You hate to see that. Was a big loss for him. We'll have killed at least 3 villagers there. Meanwhile, Kiljardi is starting his farm transition. Getting more Camel Archers. Gonna get those Spearmen against those Camel Archers. I'm not really sure how good the Spearmen will be here, just because the Camel Archers can't outrun your Spearmen. They can just run away. So you just need to have bad luck to actually, you know, get into those Spearmen. Like, oh my god, outposts everywhere here. Outposts are just gonna be the thing of today. Battery ram coming for Beastie. Meanwhile, another outpost coming for Beastie. Beastie also losing 6 villagers. And remember, these villagers are more valuable. He already have textiles on, so they're gonna be a little bit more tanky. 98 health. These villagers take 24 seconds to produce, so it's even more expensive for him to lose them. And another raid happening. More villagers went down. Like these two will be alive. I don't think Beastie will see them. Battering ram will go down. But also those villagers. More villagers went down. 28 so far. But despite Beastie's efforts to take down the villagers, Kiljardi still ahead on the villager count. It shouldn't be much of a big difference, because, you know, Order of the Dragon villagers, most of the time it's lower numbers than you, just because they are better. So we will think like we are about like 65 against 50 something villagers, only 10 villager difference. You can think of it that way. Not so much of a big difference like you see here, and another raid coming. More villagers went down. Take a look at Beastie's base. Still having wall here. Potentially these Camel Archers will continue to harass, but looks like they will have to deal with the harassment. It doesn't look like, but Beastie's military army is already 88 in population. Like how many you have here? 20, that's like 40. That's like seeing 46 units. I don't think there's something you can do about it. While the camel archers are here. Also the horsemen. More villagers went down. Looks like the battering ram will go for another outpost there. But now this is a big army for kiljardi. Man-at-arms will focus on the horsemen. Meanwhile, archers dealing with the camel archers. And looks like it's a fight that Beastie will lose. Beastie will lose his mass that he had here. Now remember, all this time this army haven't been resupplied. He lost this army, but that's not all his army. He has more. Where is it? There you go. He has more here, more here. It looks like an army that will only come for raiding, but if you combine all of those, you actually have big numbers coming for you. Now, will Beastie try to go castle? Because he has enough military units. If he gets to castle, gets the upgrades, and just push with those units, he can potentially just stay at the base and win the battle. Meanwhile, kiljardi in a very good position here. Already a farm transition looking very nice for him. If there's someone who can actually go castle soon, probably will be kiljardi. I mean, he only needs to defend and gather resources. His opponent is already behind on villagers, despite killing many of them. All this time he was in 3 town centers, I didn't even notice. That's why. It looks like he went for another town center because he was losing a lot of villagers. You know, 3 town centers is a very greedy game for him. Looks like Beastie took down this outpost. Looks like these spearmen have the upgrade for torching. Not yet. Yeah, this is a really good upgrade if you wanna destroy farms, actually. Highly recommend to you. Like for example here, you can destroy all of these farms very quickly with those spearmen. It looks like it's gonna be focusing on the town center. Army is not here, so it looks like the town center will go down. Potentially will go for another one here, but this one is surrounded by outposts. Outpost going down, forcing Beastie to leave this place. It looks like the villager wasn't here. Villager won't be able to finish the wall. That can be very bad for him. Town center went down. More outposts coming for kiljardi. It looks like he will just get this outpost. You can potentially destroy this one, but it's just a little bit risky. Army numbers here. Very big. And now the spearmen. Look at those archers here. Now, do they have boot camp? But they don't have military infantry units, so it doesn't matter. More villagers went down, and remember, now he don't have another town center to replace them as quickly as before. But this is an army that I don't think Beastie can be in a really good position to deal with them. Looks like Beastie will lose this raiding army again. Remember, this is not his entire army, but it's a significant numbers are here. Especially you want to deal with those camel archers. They're so annoying against those man-at-arms. More units coming for Beastie. "43 villagers dead so far, and kiljardi already aging up with the culture wing to get all those preservation of knowledge, potentially going to Imperial if you want it, and also, you know, you get the discounts. This one is really cool, actually. Keeps heal nearby units for +2 health every second. So if you put a keep here to protect, put your army there and just heal them. It's very cool. Like this is going for another ram push. Gotta be quick here. Your opponent is already almost aging up, meaning there will be knights, there will be crossbows, there will be mangonels. There's something you cannot deal with that in the feudal age. The ram push starting. Like Beastie will try to cause some damage before he gets the upgrades. He has a door of 40 seconds. Kiljardi putting a keep here to protect the gold. Rushing it with 28 villagers. While Beastie just torching those outposts. You don't really want to lose your military mass. Meanwhile, Beastie aging up with that Regnis Cathedral. How many villagers? 9. It's gonna be in the back of his base. Interesting position. Meanwhile, more and more units coming here. The south sees the keep. Won't be able to go that way. To get back to the outpost. I'd rather take the outpost rather than the keep. And it looks like this Spearman they got the upgrade? They got the upgrade now, you see. Look at that, AoE damage, everything is burned. When I take the outpost, you can take the house also for free. You see, they are in promotion. Look at that. A knight comes. It looks like Beastie managed to attack them with the Spearman. Looks like this town center will go down, and at the same time Beastie also going castle. Gonna get those upgrades soon. Veteran archers, veteran spearman. Well, he's just torching all the production. But remember, his opponent Kiljardi having a lot of production buildings. Let's take a look at how many production buildings he has. Not so many. But the Mangonel comes here. This will force Beastie to fall back. He will just leave the battering rams here. It looks like the battering rams won't be able to take down this stable. A lot of golems in the queue. Looks like Beastie will need to switch to crossbow, and he already used the gold to get elite veteran archers. It's very bad for him. Gonna get a market, trade that food he has a lot of food. Let's take a look at his base. Already farm transition. Not the best farm transition, but it's something. Probably gonna start selling food. Indeed, he was selling food. Get that emplacement, but looks like this outpost is just not gonna get the emplacement. Needs to cancel it. Actually, that's emergency repairs. Looks like he will need to cancel this. And now Beastie on the defensive. Kiljardi will go for it. Already have 2 mangonels. Military numbers still looking good for Beastie. The problem is the mangonel. He needs a sprinkle of his own to deal with that. And also more crossbows. This is an army that has 14 golems. So you don't really need that many archers. You need man-at-arms of your own. Knights, crossbows, anything better than a man-at-arms. And the production of Beastie is now being targeted. Take a look at his production. 3 barracks, 2 archer ranges, so not much coming from him. He needs to put another barrack somewhere here. Another archery range, otherwise he will stop the production. Man-at-arms just not gonna get out, and he loses their resources with it. A keep gets rushed here, just to prevent his opponent to pushing into his base. He should be able to defend this. His opponent is still far away. Houses are being burned. There's still plenty of population space for Beastie. Archery range still alive for the moment. Well, Beastie with not enough wood to go for a Springle. And this is a problem with the Order of the Dragon. Their economy is not as good as the Holy Roman Empire. And when they get to castle, like, you really need to go Palace of Swabia if you want to see the results of a good economy. Otherwise, you can go for a second town center yourself, which Beastie haven't done that because he focused so much on the military. Second town center wasn't the option for him. Now the farms are gonna get burned, but looks like Kiljardi will have to back away. There is a keep and it has a relic on it. Talking about relics, 3 are ready for Beastie, 2 coming home for Kiljardi. Looks like Kiljardi will go back here. The keep still doesn't have the upgrade. Let's take a look at it. No upgrade for the keep. Love to see that upgrade here to make sure your military mass can increase their lifespan. And now a raid coming for Kiljardi. Looks like he's gonna find the stone. Looks like clicking a move would actually result into attacking the buildings. And now Beastie will run with his villagers here. He will lose a lot of economy. Those villagers were really important. We're gathering stone, probably for another keep, or, you know, more emplacements. Because he's now on the defensive, but looks like Beastie will lose all his villagers. Lancers are already here to finish the job. No villager has been alive from this raid, and now Beastie comes. This is a fight that Beastie can win. Not all the army from Kiljardi is here. Most of it is here. Is waiting. Probably gonna get a trap. There you go. Siege workshop. Gonna start sieging that key, but you're gonna need a lot of many traps. At the same time, Kiljardi opening up with the trade wing. Gonna HAP. Gonna give him basically more. At this point you don't really need resources from the trade because there's plenty of gold in the map, but potentially if the game goes longer you will see more trading. You have the best trade in the game actually. Now the keep is here. And the Magonel doing wonders. Maratam's tanking a lot of damage, and actually Leonard, look at that, look at this guy, it just doesn't die. It doesn't matter, like all the prelates are just healing this guy. Eventually crossbow attack the guy and have to go back. Kiljardi actually losing a lot of military mass. Springle already here, but villagers will repair it. Wanna make sure you don't lose this Springle, otherwise you don't have anything to deal with the Mangonel. Busy with a problem with the economy. Take a look at his opponent. Almost 2,000 food a minute. 1.4k wood. 300 gold. Plenty of stone in the bank. We can put another keep here. Gold is gonna run out here. Still plenty of gold here. Now another keep for Beastie. Gathering gold there. Like, Kiljardi is just waiting. He just needs to wait. He doesn't need to rush it. He doesn't need to attack now. Just go Imperial. Go Imperial. And then, you know, probably we won't see Beastie fighting against an opponent in Imperial Age. His economy not looking really good. Getting those upgrades for the halberds. At this point, the only miracle he has is win a fight and go for a kill. That's the only miracle he has. His opponent doesn't have upgrades yet, so he has a limited time to engage. Let's see, where is his army? Trade already happening here. Where is Beastie's army? Is it on? There you go. I mean, you don't want to fight under the keep. A little crossbow raid here. Looks like Beastie will engage from this side, enters from this side, and then get into the opponent's base. Looks like he spot out a keep. He's gonna take down those villagers. Doesn't really matter that much at this moment. Your opponent is like 60 villagers ahead of you. Traps are getting spotted here. You gotta be careful not to lose them. Now the Gulams, elite Gulams are already here. 7 range armor. They're just not going away anytime soon. But the Gilded Lankenet are also here. Gonna do quite a lot of damage here. Actually, it's only one of them. crossbows doing a lot of damage. But looks like the numbers are not enough. Meanwhile, Beastie went for his opponent's base. Now the bomber culvering, I say, targeting the Springle. Villager comes to repair the mangonel, and with that Springle, Beastie taps out. Well played by these two players. I'll put a link in the description, or you can follow Beastie Kiljardi if you know where he hangs out. Let me know. I'll put a link there too. I'll see you in the next one.